back to the channel and welcome to the Specialised Gets Stripped. And it is looking very tired indeed. We've got rust all down here, scratches, rust, corroded pedals, the bars are chewed up, all the grips are chewed up, the brakes have got bits of rust on them, the forks are knackered, the back wheel's got a slight buckle. But the main thing to do today is I'm going to get 2 bins, stick a bin over there and one there, one for keep, one for throw away. So you're probably going to see most of this bike in the throwaway bin and just about 3 parts in the other bin, but we'll see as we go along. So I'm sticking in some time lapses. I'm going to drag these 2 bins in, pray that it doesn't go all in the throwaway bin. See you in the first time lapse. Right guys, it's bitch and moan time. We've got it to this state so far. Now you've just seen the swing beach cruiser that I've just done. That bike is mint and put back together correctly. So the person that buys that bike is getting something that's basically shop standard, that's coming off the shop floor, because it's been put back together correctly. And I wouldn't sell a bike to someone that is either going to fall to bits, don't work, and looks absolute. I don't know why I put that in the save box, because there's like 1 item that's being saved on that. Now this is the next problem, which is this, see, but you see the play in there? That's where this has been put in incorrectly. What is this? You usually get Allen key one that sits in nice and flat. All these are spaced correctly and it runs smooth. This is running like an absolute dog. You don't need to crank these up. All this is doing is giving you the tension down and bringing this down to your rings here, and it takes that wobble out of that what it's supposed to. This is like completely put in wrong. That screws down into it. You just nip that up, loosen these off, nip that up, and then once you get that play out, you tighten these 2 up and that secures the stem all in place. Pull that out, smash them forks out, and then I'm going to throw them down the garden at the brick wall and see if we can destroy them, because they are absolute junk. We've got all the prep done. I'll give you a little pan round. Only put a little bit in on the time lapse. There's only so much sanding that everyone can sit there and watch, but I've got this down to near enough raw steel throughout. So as you can see, it's cleaned up really nice. We've got a little dink here. See the little dink? So I've got to do a little bit of filler work there, sort that piece out. Everywhere else is all nice, and we've got a teeny bit, a little dink in that frame, not major. It's like obviously where it's been through down in its life. It's just a little bit there. So them 2 pieces, drop a little bit of filler in, feather that filler out, and then we can go in with the polyester, and I'm using the HD Advanced with a new setup and a new air cap for this. So we've got a 2mm setup in this, and this should blast the primer down really nice. So I'll get these 2 bits of filler done on the frame, give it a good clean down. We'll just sort these 2 little dinks out and we'll be good to go, and we can get it all into primer today. I'll mask off the areas that we don't want to get any primer on, and we'll be good. So I'll see you in the next step. Right guys, we are all done. I've feathered out all them little dinks, a little bit of fillering, feathered that out. A couple of little bits where the tyre had obviously rubbed and left a few little marks here. So feathered them bits out there. And them little bits there, just put a little bit in and feathered that out. So we're all good to go for the polyester. I'll stick you in a time lapse and we'll get this polyester smashed out. See you in a bit. Guys, that's the polyester stage down, and that frame looks like brand new. It really does. It's come out really nice, and this is just with the polyester on it. Really nice, good couple of coats, so it's a nice thick build on this. So the next stage on this will be to leave this. I'm going to leave this all through the night, put the heater on in here and just let it cool down at a nice temperature. This will go rock solid by tomorrow, and then we can put the guide coat on, start guide coating this down, sanding it back, and this will be ready for the paint. You can go straight in on top of this with this polyester. I'll drop the image up in the screen now. This is the one I'm using from this company. I'd say it's an absolute game changer, guys. It really is. It sands up better than your high builds, your 2K high builds. It just gets a flatter finish, easier, a lot easier. It's quick. This will take 20 minutes, flatted off, done, ready for base coat tomorrow, all done, and it will be as flat as it really will. Lays down really nice. Use the Disassembly HD Advance with a 2mm setup in it, and this stuff was thick, and it just sprayed it down, an absolute treat. So that's good to go for the next stage. You've seen the prep stages in this. It's quite a bit of sanding, went through a few discs. I had to go through the paint that someone had put on. It looked like hammerite, so I had to go through that layer, and then I went through the original powder coat that was on the original frame, which was black, sanded all the way through, and you've seen it went down to like bare steel. And then on all the welds, I sanded around all the welds, buzzed them out, checked all the welds for any breaks, splits, cracks. This frame is sweet. It is absolutely bang on true as well when you look down it. Just them couple of little ping dent where obviously the bike's been knocked down and hit something. There was a couple of little chips here, but a little skim of filler just to fill them little imperfections up, and then the polyester does its job on the high build stage. So hope you can join me in tomorrow's episode when we get this guide coated up. We'll get it all sanded down and ready. And the theme that I'm going on this, guys, now I've done one frame in this before, and there's not one on YouTube yet, so this will be the first on YouTube. We're going for a denim, Levi's denim frame, forks and bars. You're going to have all the specialised logos as though they're patches and stitched. So there's going to be a lot of logos on this, but they'll look like they're stitched into the frame, rubbing like the zip and things like that. And then all the other pieces that go on this frame will be in your like bronzy copper colour, like you get on your jeans, the little rivet type things. So again, the wheels are going to be in the copper, seat post copper, all the intricate pieces that go back on will be done in the copper, just to tie in with the denim look. I'll pop a picture up on the screen now. This was the denim bike I've done. This was my previous jump bike. I've got a couple of images of it, and this came out really good. The textures in this, it looked like denim jeans. So that's what this is going to look like when we get it finished. So hope you can join me in the next episode. We'll get by these boring stages of all the prep side of things, and then you'll get to see the airbrush stages, and then eventually the clear coats and the rebuild again like did the swing. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one.